Hi everybody, thank you for tuning in and watching this video. I want to start off by thanking Rose Forever for sponsoring today's video. As you know, Rose Forever is a company that takes real roses and preserves them naturally for years to come. This is my favorite arrangement that they have sent me. It is a jewelry box. It has a little drawer here. I took it out so it didn't make harsh sounds. As you can see, these roses look fresh. They are months old. I have another arrangement that is a few years old and still looks beautiful. Right now, Rose Forever is running a special where if you spend $200 or more, you get a free rose box thrown in with your order. Little surprise from the team there at Rose Forever that will come with your roses. That is only qualified from August 29th to September 1st. You can see here different options of arrangements that Rose Forever has available now on their website. Again, check out my code MIDNIGHT for $20 off your order. Hi, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. My name is Midnight. Nice to meet you. Yeah, do you mind if I take a look at your hair? Okay, thanks. So, as you probably know, we are doing a series of photo shoots with our models at vintage hair over the years and vintage clothing. And I am responsible for doing all of the vintage hairstyles this year. I'm super excited. Just taking a look at your hair. Just give me a moment, okay? Really beautiful hair. So today I would like to go over with you a few options. So I have probably at least 5 to 10 shoots we're going to be doing, and I'm trying to find the hairstyles that best suit every model. So I wanted to kind of go over with you some of the options for you and see what you like the best for your hair, and then we can just kind of pick something that you think suits you, because we do want you to have a style that you enjoy and you feel confident in, okay? Okay, good. So I have a couple books here. These are obviously old books. I have this one, and then I have one that's just tucked inside of it here. One second. I have this one as well, and I'm gonna set this one aside, but I'll go over it with you in just a second. So this is the first book, and you can see it's just an old hairstyle book with a bunch of different styles in it, and I wanted to go over a few with you. So I'm going to go first to our vintage section of the book. So these are some of the styles that we're looking at using for our photo shoot. We have a couple curly styles here. We have the really beautiful pin-up look from like the 30s, I would say, roughly. And then another really big curl one here. Love these. These are gorgeous. Definitely plan on doing at least one of these. Then we have some shorter pin curl type looks here. Exactly. These are a little bit more free and wavy, but I am looking to do a style as well with the tighter pin curls. And again, just stop me if you see anything that you really like. So these are starting to get more into the 80s and 90s, but over here I still have this one that I really liked. Also a looser curl. And then I'm just going to flip back a few. just kind of like Top Gun type style here. Beautiful curl here. That was pin up. Still wanted to go back a little bit more. Here we go. Alright, so I think that this one's nice too, but you have a longer hair, so let me just take a look there. Find the styles. Here we go. Here's some longer haired ones. Yeah, that's absolutely correct. So we could do a pin-up style with curls for you with your longer hair. And we could also look at doing something a little bit more laid back, like I had showed you earlier. Hold on a second. These are the shorter styles, and I want to show you a couple longer ones as well in my smaller book. My other book is so big, it's hard to handle. Here we go. Have you done vintage style before, or is this your first time modeling vintage? Okay. And what era were you doing that? Okay. That's great experience to have. You know, the styles are a little bit different, and so are the poses, things like that. So I'm glad that you have that experience. So here's a couple others that I was looking at potentially for you. Knowing that you have a little bit longer hair, I love this like Marilyn Monroe type pinup girl style right here. Maybe doing some pin curls on the back or a big roller or two in there. I think we also could do something a little bit more lax, but with some actual pin curls, like tighter pin curls here. Yep, like this one. You like the other book? Okay, let me show you. I had a good idea for you when you walked in. I love the color of your hair, and the texture is beautiful, and I think we could easily incorporate a little bit of a mix of two styles here. So here we go. Okay, so I love these kind of big pin-up roller curls for you. So I thought we could do a style, either like this one for you, or something that had a little bit of this incorporated along with some smaller pinup curls. Exactly. So I was thinking maybe the front with a roller here, and then some curls like this in the back. Okay, so you wanted to possibly just stick with something like this. Okay, so what we'll do is we're going to start by straightening some of the top areas around the face to get that sleek look there. Yep. Yes, I agree. Then what we will do next is we'll roll that together. I will put some Velcro curlers in that actually that we will be leaving. And then I'll bobby pin it in the back to keep it nice and tight and together for the style for the photo shoot. Okay? Okay, perfect. So we're just gonna go ahead then and get started. I'm gonna start off just spraying your hair a little bit with some lavender, water, and coconut oil. And I'm just gonna brush it out just a little bit. Okay. And I'm glad that your hair looks a little bit like it's not freshly washed. That can actually create issues for us because we need a little bit natural oil in the hair. when you get started to help hold those curls in. And I will, of course, also add hairspray and everything like that, so don't worry about that. Just gonna move to this side a little bit. Yeah, I've been doing this for about 10 years. I don't just do vintage hairstyles though. I do a lot of different ones. I do just regular, I do urban. I've also done a couple photo shoots that incorporate kind of mixed hair designs. So like one half of the hair is one and then one half of the hair is the other. I agree, yeah. I love just doing different creative things with the hair. So I'm always up for a challenge. Vintage is probably one of my favorite styles to cover, though, I will say that. So I was really excited when I heard about this opportunity, and also that there are some creative options involved. Yeah, because I like when they give me like a general concept, and then I get to kind of work from there. Because it makes me kind of think, makes me be able to tailor things to people's style, like we did for you today. And I really do think that that helps with the modeling. Okay, I'm just gonna get the back really quickly, okay? Okay, I think I've got your hair pretty much brushed out, so that's great. What we're going to do now is I am going to go ahead and straighten just a little bit of the front pieces towards the face with my straightener. This is going to help keep it really tight for when we roll it into the curls. I'm just going to use my comb here first while my straightener heats up to just section these out. Okay, so that's blood. That's good. Okay. Same thing on this side, just kind of section out just a little bit. Okay, perfect. I'm going to go ahead and give your hair a little bit of spray with some heat protectant, just on that area. Okay, I'm just going to go in with the straightener now, okay? That product is strawberry oat milk heat protected. Yep. Just straightening. Alright. Separating this one. Perfect. Do you use heat on your hair very often? Okay, good. That's probably why it's so healthy. Not much heat usually really helps. Yep. adjust this slightly over. Okay. I'm gonna just section 2 more areas out here towards the back. Okay. That section here. Alright. Clip that. Okay. Perfect. Go ahead and go in now with the straightener a little bit more. Okay, and then on this side. Okay, looks really good. Okay, next I'm going to go in with a couple small velcro curlers on the middle part of the hair shaft. We're going to do a big one, a big roll back here, but then just behind that we're going to have a few smaller ones, 2 on each side, okay? And then I want to add these first, and then that way if I want to add more build I can, but I can't put this big one in first, and then I'd have to take it out if I wanted to take away from it. This way we'll stay on track a little bit better, okay? So again, these are pretty small. As you can see, they do just have this little bit here. I'll be adding that 2 on each side, about starting here, I think, right about there, and then we'll go from there, okay? I do have bobby pins, so for this style, what I will do is how I roll the curl is this will be completely covered. It will stay in to hold that really tight, nice curl. Then I will bobby pin it so it doesn't fall out and that it continues to be covered by the hair itself. Alright? Any questions? Okay. Let me know if you want to adjust or anything like that. As we go, I'm going to be spraying with a little bit of hairspray just to keep those curls nice and tight. I'm just going to do a little bit. We don't want it to be hard and crispy, you know what I mean? Okay. Start out just lightly. We'll spray a lot after they're already in the curls, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and just first section this part. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and add our first curler. I'm going to step on the side here and just get this nice and tightly wrapped, okay? Now I'm just going to grab a bobby pin and go ahead and bobby pin that up. Okay, perfect. We're going to grab another one of these. We're going to repeat that process again, okay? Just underneath that one. Okay, I'm going to add this in. Just wrap the hair really tightly. Okay, now I'm going to just grab another bobby pin and add that into the hair. Perfect. Okay, we got 2 left. We're going to do that on the opposite side of your head. Doesn't feel too tight or anything, right? Okay. It is going to feel a little bit tight at first, but that will go away as you kind of adjust. So let's just give it a few minutes, and then I'll just kind of tap and make sure you feel okay, alright? Let's get a section. Okay. Just gonna add this one. Okay. Just gonna tap this one in with the bobby pin. Okay. Did I put a bobby pin over in the other one? Yes. Okay, couldn't remember. Okay. So we've got 3 of those now. Gonna go ahead and add a 4th over here. Okay. Gonna just this one now. Okay. Perfect. Wrap this, wrap this. Nice and tightly in the middle. Add that bobby pin right there, okay? Okay, perfect. So what I will do now, I'm going to go ahead and go grab my large Velcro curlers, and I will wrap those in the front, and then we'll keep working to build that front large curl wave, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, so these are my large curlers. We're going to use these to create that really big roll effect in the front of the hair. So I'll show you the sizes. So we already used the small size on the mid shaft. We're going to be using a couple different sizes for the rest of the hair. This is going to be the main curl right here in the front of your hair. Yep, and then I'm going to set back this one. So this one will be in the front. This one's going to be just back a little bit. And then, of course, the ones we just did are in the middle. Then I'm going to wrap up the back with about 2 of these to finish out all of the hair, okay? Okay. So I'm going to start with the 2 yellow ones in the back. I'm just going to grab another one here. I only have one out. I'm going to grab this yellow one here. Okay. Perfect. So I'm going to go to the back of your hair really quick. Get that started. I'm going to give it a little bit of a spray just because it's dried. Okay. Perfect. Just going to do this piece first. Break that in half, a little bit too large. There we go. Okay. Okay, so now I have that. Gonna go ahead and use this curler. And wrap the hair. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add the bobby pin there. Yep. Okay, now we're going to go to the other side. Yellow one in. Alright, another bobby pin. Still doing okay? Okay, and how is the tightness feeling there on the curls? Getting better? Okay, good. Yeah, it feels really tight at first, but... Okay, so we have the back done. Now we're going to go in with the big one and the medium one. I'm doing the big one last just to make sure it's perfect, so I'm going to go in with the green one next. This is going to be a larger chunk of hair, so I'm just going to go ahead and section this. Section this out a bit. Okay. Going with this green one. Wrap. As you can probably feel, it's covering that full curler, so you can't see that green at all. And I'm going to go ahead and add the bobby pin underneath. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Having trouble with this bobby pin. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to move in with the final curler, sectioning that out. Okay. Big curler. Here we go. I'm going to just distribute the hair along it. Right in the front and curl, pull the curl really tightly. Okay, now I'm going to add a bobby pin over here into this one. Okay, and I'm going to add one on the other side of this one because it's a very big bobby, or very big curl, so we don't want it to fall out or be lopsided. Okay, that's gorgeous. Take a look here. How does it feel? Just kind of move your head around a little bit. Okay, doesn't feel like anything's gonna fall, nothing like that. Okay, now I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna spray some liquid gel around the parts where the curl is meeting the straight hair on the head, okay, just to keep it really sleek. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with some actual hairspray. on the whole head. Okay, now I'm just going to add this silk bonnet over top of your hair. This will keep everything perfect intact. No like flyaways, nothing messing it up until it's time for you to go on and do your shoot. It'll also help protect the hair as you are getting your outfit on, okay? So I'm just going to slide this over your hair. And I'm just going to slowly pull it over your head. Okay, I'm just going to smooth it out in the back. I'm going to tighten it a bit. Okay. How does that feel? It feels okay? Okay. Well, it was a pleasure doing your hair today. You are all done. Please go ahead and exit here and then make the next left down the hall, and that will be the dressing room. And I hope it works out. I hope that you enjoy your photo shoot, and maybe I'll see you for one of the future shoots. If not, if you could send the next lady in, we will get started with her hair now. Okay, you too. Have a great day. Bye-bye.